welcome to Paranormal Supernatural Activity Radio. I'm your host, Jim McKinney, and today's episode, I don't know how long it would be. May be short, but may be long. I don't know. But today, I want to talk about how I got interested in the paranormal world, if you will. It basically kind of started when I was a little kid, like a lot of people. Started watching things like Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack, and also seeing things move that shouldn't be moving, like uh, a spoon in a pot that was securely in there. There would have been no way for it to be moving, and just random stuff uh, that I've seen in my life, and just continued through watching things like Unsolved. Ripley's Believe It or Not with Dean Cain and sightings and a bunch of other stuff. Plus, I just had a unique fascination with the unexplainable or things that people really didn't weren't interested in or talk about. And then when things like YouTube became really popular and Google became really huge, that really enforced me being in the paranormal stuff and just uh, spent a lot of time in it. And when I saw things like in games that got into like the paranormal stuff, really fascinated me as well, and also got into like the movies and a bunch of other stories, and things just grew from there. And just uh, of course, like I'm pretty sure like a lot of few other people got weird looks when told people my interest in the paranormal, and a lot of them were actually pretty interested and seemed like they were willing to listen. No one really made fun of me or judged me because of it, but I don't know if they were just curious or wanted to see my viewpoints on it, and just things like that, and how I got to where I'm at on like the podcast. A couple friends that I had on uh, previous episodes, like Justin Concili and Jerry Kozak, they were actually just seeing if any other people were interested into being a podcaster, and they've been really supportive and helped me a lot. And they've been giving me a lot of advice and been there for me, and always have been encouraging me lately. So that's a lot of backstory on how I got that and how I came up with the name of Paranormal Supernatural Activity Radio. I just wanted something that was simple but would stick in people's heads, and just yeah, I was just sitting around thinking, and like something just popped in my head, like what about PSA? And well, that would be simple enough. And Justin mentioned like, well, people probably would think that it would be like public service announcement, so he suggested adding the radio part to it. And I thought about it, and like, that makes a lot of sense. So that's how I came up with the name of this podcast. So just like the email address, I wanted something short, sweet, and simple, but I was also in a rush to get it done because I had to get to an appointment that I had that day, and so I just came up with that basically on the spot. I should have thought about it a little bit longer, but for now it works, and so far, well, I haven't had anybody email me about their stories or any suggestions on any episodes I should talk about, but hopefully here soon could change and all that. But I'm not looking to be famous or really super popular. I'm just doing this to share my interest, have a hobby, and hopefully work on my talking skills, and hopefully go to like college, and that might help. But who knows, one day that if I do become popular or famous or whatever, that'd be great. If not, then whatever. But at least I'll be trying to improve myself, at least through this means. So, if okay, I guess that would wrap this episode up for today. Thank you for listening. If you have any suggestions or stories to tell, you could email me at parasuperradio@gmail.com. That's PARASUPERRADIO @gmail.com. And thank you for listening.